So now let's talk about the ticker node. So like always, let's go to a new scene here, to empty scene, change the layout to logic. You can find the ticker node in the toolbox under the world category, and then here under the arrange, right? Here's the ticker node. So before I can connect this ticker node, I have to create something first. So let me put that here to the content editor, because it's a content node, right? So first things first, we will create a simple ticker. So ticker is basically doing like a scroll text, right? So if you know from the news channels, sometimes you have on the bottom, you have some scrolling text coming from right to left, and they're showing different news, hotline numbers and stuff like that, right? So let's simply build something like that. So let's use rectangle, a color, and just give it whatever, some whatever, bluish, something like that. Let's make it bigger. Let's put it a little bit larger and just a little bit higher. Okay, and let's bring it down, right? So this will be here our ticker text, where basically our scroll text is running. Okay, so then let's create some text blocks. So also with color, maybe here the color we make white default, and use text 2D, and here we use the block text. Okay, let's align that here quickly to the center, and also here to the center. Okay, and now let's call the text, and let's right click it and merge it to a container. Okay, because I don't want to redo that all the time. So let's jump inside quickly and expose also here the text, so it's a little bit more easy for us to change text from outside. Okay, so let's copy that 2 times, and let's call that here text 1. Then we use the other one, and this is text 2. Okay, so the ticker node is actually working nicely together with the arrange node, what we just had before in the last movie. So let's put the arrange node here, and let's set it up. We actually don't have to, but let's do it. Sender chain, and let's give it here a bit of the gap. Let's make that 7 or so, right? Between that different text blocks. Okay, then let's add one more and another one. Let's call it text 2, text 3, text 4, and maybe one more, 4, and text 5. Okay, now we connect basically our ticker node to our arrange node, right? To do that, we simply connect the arrange node and connect the control to our ticker, right? So once we do that, we can see already something happening right here, right? So the ticker node is taking each of that text blocks now and moving it from the left to the right, right? So if we check here our settings, we have the auto start, we have the direction right to the left, we have the sorting where we can change forward or backward, right? And let's keep that by default now. We can set up the speed 0.25 maybe, then it's much more slower. Let's keep that also on default now. We also can change the speed mode if it should be frame based or time based, right? And we can adjust the width. So the width, for example, is now increasing the width to the right side. Okay, so let's make that maybe 50. And now we can see already the text is not jumping in. So the text is somewhere far out here where he appears basically, right? What we do next is we have to offset our ticker text a little bit more here to the left, right? Because we don't want to have that, that it's just jumping out when it's finished. So let's create an axis and let's put it here. And as you can see, once we create an axis here in front, the text disappears. Yeah, I think this is not sure, but I think this is maybe a bug, or it's actually really restarting the ticker, right? So now the text is here again. So let's move it here to the left more until all the text is jumping out out of the render, right? Something like that. Right, so now you can see we have a nice scrolling text going from right to the left. We can type here any text, whatever we want, right? We can say here, whatever, top news, whatever, stock alarm, something like that, right? And of course, we also can feed the text here from database from somewhere else. But again, this is basically what our ticker node is doing.